friends, today we're going to be doing something called pulled string painting. And so what you'll need to get from your kit and your starter kit is some paper, a piece of string, which you can find in this week's kit, and then from your starter kit, you're going to need to get your paint out, your tape, and your scissors.
Hola, bienvenidos. Hoy en esta actividad vamos a hacer pintura con nuestra cuerda. Entonces, para esta actividad van a necesitar una cuerda, papel de construcción o papel blanco que les vamos a proporcionar, pintura, tijeras, cinta adhesiva y eso es todo lo que necesitan.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your string, and you can cut your string however many times you like. I think I just want to cut it twice because I think I only want to use 2 colors in my painting. So I'm going to cut it in half. So you could cut it in more strands, and the more strands you have, the different colors you can use. But it's okay if you just want to do 2, and you need to make sure that you leave the strands long enough to where you can still paint with them.
Ok, entonces lo que vamos a hacer es de que vamos a cortar nuestros diferentes trozos de listón, así que vamos a agarrar nuestro listón. Yo solamente voy a utilizar 2 colores porque solamente quiero hacer 2 colores, pero si ustedes quieren hacer más colores lo van a poder hacer, así que yo voy a doblar eso a la mitad y lo voy a cortar así para tener 2 hilos. Solamente asegúrense de que estén largos y sí.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is get our paper out. You can either do landscape or portrait depending on what you want. I think I'm going to do mine this way. So I'm going to sit my paper down, and then I'm going to choose my first color. So I think I want my first color to be blue. So I am just going to take my string and push it down into the paint to where the entire strand of the string is covered except for the part that I'm holding. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to keep doing it until I get all of it covered. And I think that's about as much as I want covered, and then I'm going to just pull it straight out carefully.
Ok, entonces lo que vamos a hacer es de que vamos a agarrar un pedazo nuestro de papel, vamos a poner acá. Voy a poner tape porque está haciendo aire. Ay, así. Nada. Ok, después vamos a poner adentro, sumerger nuestro listón en la pintura, pero nos vamos a asegurar de que tengamos al menos una parte donde no tenga tanta pintura y lo podamos jalar. Así mero.
Alright, now that we have our strands, what you're going to do is you're going to lay it out however you would like onto your paper. So I'm going to kind of let mine fall however it chooses, but I'm going to kind of zigzag it back and forth. And then I'm going to bring the extra strand of string that's not covered in paint to the edge of my paper, and I'm going to take our tape, and I'm going to tape down the strand to the table.
Ok, entonces ahora vamos a poner nuestro listón en nuestro papel. Yo voy a tratar de hacer un caracol. Y después lo que vamos a hacer es de que vamos a ponerle cinta adhesiva a nuestra cuerda, así, para que quede al menos un listón acá.
Alright, so I'm going to make sure that my strand of string is fully touching the paper, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the strand by the part with no paint, and I'm going to slowly start to pull on it until all of it is through the tape. Just like that. And that's my blue strand done.
Ok, entonces ahora lo que vamos a hacer es de que vamos a jalar el hilo poco a poco. Entonces prácticamente va a haber un montón de pintura en tu papel y haz de cuenta que solito se va a dibujar. Así.
All right, so now I'm going to do another color, and I think I'm going to do red for this one. And so while I am dipping this in red, I want to let y'all know that you can actually make different designs when you're doing this. And so once you get the hang of it and you practice a while, you can actually make these into flowers. So if you notice, mine starts out a little bit like a flower, but then it doesn't turn out quite like a flower. But the more you practice, the closer you can get to looking like a flower. But also, it's more just abstract art, and you can do it however you like it. Okay, now I have my red strand.
Ok, entonces después van a agarrar la otra cuerda. Ustedes van a ver que, por ejemplo, la de Hailey se ve como una flor y el mío se ve como un sol, pero puedes hacer cualquier diseño. Entonces voy a escoger el color naranja como mi segundo color. Así que lo vas a hacer, pero esto es arte moderna, así que realmente puedes interpretar la pintura.
All right, now I'm going to take my red strand, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with my blue strand. So I think I want it to be on the other side of the paper, so I'm going to do it on the right side. And I'm just going to lay it out kind of like I did before. And then again, I'm going to tape off the part that is at the end of the paper. Just like that.
Ok, ahora voy a ir con mi segundo, así que voy a hacerle como un caracol. Así. Luego le voy a poner cinta adhesiva acá y vamos a hacer lo mismo.
Alright, and now we're going to do the same thing as before and just slowly begin to pull on our string. And there we go.
Lo vamos a jalar otra vez nuestra cuerda. Así.
Okay, and you can continue doing this, and you can alternate between the colors or whatever colors you decided to do. So I think I'm just going to do one more, and then at the end I will show you the finished product.
Y luego puedes seguir haciendo esto con diferentes colores y al final te vamos a enseñar nuestro dibujo final.
Alright guys, thanks so much for joining us today while we did some art. I hope y'all have just as much fun painting as we did, and we would love to see your creations on Facebook or any of our other social medias or on our camper portal on our website. Bye guys!
Muchas gracias por acompañarnos en esta actividad. Espero que se diviertan mucho. Estamos súper emocionadas para ver sus creaciones en las redes sociales. Entonces, nos veremos aquí la próxima semana. Y adiós, chaito.